Hey guys, Omni here. We are about to dive into season 2 of Stranger Things. We finished season 1 last week and it was intense, emotional, and insane. And I'm really excited for a few things to see how they evolve after that finale. Of course, we're under the impression that 11 sacrificed herself. And well, she did, but I already know she comes back. That's one of the few things about the show that I just can't have avoided up to this point. She's literally on all of the marketing. So I do know she comes back in some way. So there's a little bit of that mystery of what exactly happened when she Jean Greyed the Demogorgon away. We got the mystery surrounding the extent of Hopper's deal with the Hawkins lab and the people running that. As we know, he's got to keep some things under wraps. And then, of course, Will. That last little bit we got with Will when he went to the bathroom after their dinner table scene. When he went to the restroom, looked in the mirror, and then boom, was in the upside down, and then boom, was back. And then he puked up a slug. The same kind of slug we saw come out of the corpse of Barb. So, lots of questions, but I'm ready to see how they shake up the dynamic. I heard season 2's pretty different compared to season 1. So I'm excited to jump into it. But guys, for all you who are following on the journey, thank you guys so much. If you're new to the channel, I hope you join. I hope you subscribe, because I know about 75% of people that watch my channel are not actually subscribed. So I really would appreciate it if at the end, if you enjoyed this reaction, to give that button a little hit. That said, guys, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode or any of the others, you can see those unedited over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. So it's one of the ways you help support us over here, help us work towards kind of expanding the types of reactions we do, the quality of the reactions, as well as the types of reactions that we do. That being said, we also do movie watch-alongs over there. They're exclusive on those platforms for you guys. You get to pick those movies at the start of each month and then vote on them. Monthly Q&As, a whole bunch of stuff. I try to make it worth your while. But of course, I know not everyone can support us that way. And a simple way you can help me out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and help us defeat this dreaded YouTube algorithm. It's just keeping on, man. It's just like this demogorgon creature of the upside down. I don't know what the fuck that was. Anyway, guys, that all said and down the way, let's go ahead and jump into episode 1. Here we go.
Toward me.
Yali, to your right. Okay. Boom.
Whoa! All right. We're expanding the world a little bit. 11's not the only one. Okay. Got a new group of kids.
A police chase rocked downtown Pittsburgh earlier this evening.
Wait, are we actually in his house?
Stupid Penny.
Dusty, watch it.
Yep.
Mom, please, it's an emergency. Lucas, you copy? I've got 4 quarters. What's your haul?
Take your puny haul and multiply it by 5.
Get wrecked.
Just call Mike already.
You call Mike.
I have to go take a shower from doing real work.
Like a man. Over and out.
Mine, I have $6 total. What's your haul?
Shit,
Aw,
What
he's
do you mean you don't know?
hanging out in 11's little hidey hole.
What the hell are you doing?
Man, I miss arcades. Every one we ever had has been closed around here. Like, long before the pandemic. I mean, I don't think we've had an arcade near me, like, within an hour for 8 years.
Don't walk or bike home. I know. Hey, sweetie. Mom, I have to go. Have fun.
Aw. Dude, it's nice to have Will back, man. Like, wow, he gets fucking kidnapped again right at the start of this season.
Oh, whatever. I'm still top on Centipede and Dig Dug.
You sure about that?
Hey,
Sure about
I never know this guy's name, but he shows up all over the place.
751,300 points. That's impossible.
Who's Mad Max?
You want information? And I need something in return.
No. No way. You're not getting a date with her. Mike, come on. Just get him the date. I'm not prostituting my sister.
You're gonna make fun of my hair?
Oh no.
Hey, guys, do you see the...
Yeah, dude. I think he's like permanently linked to that place, phasing in and out of it. Whoa! Dude.
Are you okay?
Right? Barbara, she sees this girl, tries to help her perhaps, but before she can, the Russians find them, take them.
You're telling me that Barbara Holland was kidnapped by Russians?
This has potentially international
Oh
implications.
God.
I'm talking a full-on Russian invasion right here in Hawkins.
Why don't you stop bleeding those people dry and go home? All right?
Look, I am not bleeding anyone.
Listen to me.
Try.
Go home.
Like he's barking up the right tree, but then he just goes poof. Oh shit! I knew he was gonna show up eventually, but I never really knew what his character looked like in this. But yeah, I was just like, holy shit! That made me laugh. The mullet, and the entrance, the jeans, so much jeans. That's our Red Ranger. Wow, was our Red Ranger. Now that the reboot got canned. Oh, come on. That's fucking shitheads. I'm gonna fucking do.
It's Max.
Sorry?
Nobody calls me Maxine. It's Max.
Ah, Wilkes. All aboard, Max.
Like, we're taking you down. Ah. She's sewing her own Ghostbusters outfit. Oh, it's
I
on.
happen to have these in any other colors. Just checking back.
I'll get you. Oh.
Bob, I have to get back to work.
No, I'm sorry.
When you kiss me, are you thinking of Frodo?
Surprised when
The hell?
should have seen him. For the life of me,
Everything in the patch is decayed. We got a new upside down creature running around. I love that everybody's moving on. Everything's mostly back to normal, but like it's just like I can't help but feel so sad that we've moved on from 11 so fast. I mean, Mike hasn't because of the fort thing, but we've not really touched on it at all. Outside of that one dude's crazy theories.
There's no way that's Mad Max.
Yeah, girls don't play video games.
Even if they did, you can't get 750,000 points on Dig Dug. I mean, that's impossible.
Stop spying on me, creeps. Will?
Damn.
You guys think he's okay?
He's always weird when he has to go in.
I don't know. It's quiet today.
He's always quiet.
Tell him what you felt last night, what you saw. Hey, I'm gonna be there the whole time, so it's gonna be okay.
Does she know? Did he tell her that he's seen things?
All right, so tell me what's going on with you. Tell me about this episode you had.
Well, my friends were there, and then
Well, we got a real syndicate going on here. More X-Files parallels in this episode alone.
I felt this evil, like it was looking at me.
What do you think the evil wanted?
To kill.
To kill you?
Not me.
You.
Everyone else.
Oh, okay. Poor Will, dude. God.
I understand what you went through last year. I get it. But those people are gone. They're gone. Okay? So if we're gonna get...
We're under new management. Changed our name and everything. Rebrand. We're new people. I don't know. Tell that to the people in the room. He does seem like a nice guy, but... Are they going in with flamethrowers? Not a bad idea.
Still no sign?
They scouting out the arcade. They're taking this really seriously. Then again, arcade culture back then was pretty intense and competitive.
Susan Carter.
Mad Max. This isn't strike one. This isn't even strike three.
It's strike 20. You're on the bench, son. And if I'd been my coach, be lucky to still be on the team.
Is he saying if he screws up too much, he's kicked out of the family? What the shit?
Ready?
Yeah.
Are they buying a house? Oh no. Oh no. Barb's parents are selling the house.
So I noticed a for sale sign out in your yard. Is that the neighbors or?
We hired a man named Murray Bauman. He agreed to take the case. It means we're going to find our Barb.
If anyone can find her, it's this man.
What does any of this have to do with the house? That hasn't answered the question though.
Is that why you're selling the house?
Oh, don't worry about us, sweetie.
Oh wait. They're selling it to pay for this? Oh, that hurts. I mean, we knew Barb for like all of 3 seconds compared to everybody else in the show, but my God, I'm tearing up already. You keep that. That would be worth some pocket change later. Don't you dare.
Oh, are you there? Al? It's day 352. 7:40 p.m. I'm still here.
Whoa! That was her, though, for a second. That sounds like what Hopper heard at the pumpkin patch.
I didn't know what you'd like, so I got a variety. Take your pick.
Whatever you want.
They're all PG. Kick them out.
Stop treating me like that.
What? Like what?
Like everyone else does. Like there's something wrong with me. Mom, Dustin, Lucas, everyone. They all treat me like I'm gonna break. Like I'm a baby. Like I can't handle things on my own.
Motherfucker survived a Demogorgon for weeks.
Being a freak is the best, all right? I'm a freak.
Is that why you don't have any friends?
I have friends, Will. Because you're my best friend. All right? And I would rather be best friends with Zombie Boy than with a boring nobody. Nobody normal ever accomplished anything meaningful in this world. You got it?
Well, some people like Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers?
His laughter over that escalating, crescendoing phone ring. It's a little creepy. Yeah, you need some more flashing lights if you... Holy shit. It's the storm. But he's not. He's not there. Dude, the goosebumps on his skin. That's such a great fucking attention to detail. Oh. Got a big old flying spaghetti monster this time around. I know. This is a little bang cabin? Where's this? I mean, this isn't his trailer.
Hey, what we... And it's 8:15. It's not 8:15.
15.
I was right. That felt like such a long episode, but it really wasn't. It flew by. It felt so packed, catching up with everybody, what they're doing, where they are, how they're feeling, how they're coping, what's going on, the new things we're setting up. And yeah, ooh, that got me. I called that. At least that was one of my guesses early on before. I mean, no, I mean, what was the point of putting it in that box, though, at the end of the episode? Of the finale of last season. Did he find her? Was she... Damn, I have questions. Hope we get like a round, like a wrap back around, like a flashback on how that came together. But was he like dropping stuff off for her? And like initially dropping off food for her, bringing it back, putting it out there. She would come and get it, go back to her hideout. And that's why she's like, you didn't signal this time. And he just kind of came in. They've set up these kind of rules, these boundaries to keep everybody safe, keep them safe. Ah, damn. That sucks though. So I think Mike, did definitely hear her on the radio for a split second before Dustin's voice kicked in. And then, just the fact that for this whole year, they have to think like she's gone and he's holding out this hope and still looking for her. I wonder if she knows. At the same time, I think they're, obviously she knows that if she shows back up, if she's seen, they'll be in danger, they'll be in trouble. More bad men might come. I think it's fair to say that, because I don't think we saw Brenner die in the last season. I don't remember actually seeing him die on screen, but I mean, the whole facility's taken over by new people, new doctors, new facility, new equipment, but we still got a bunch of shady people monitoring things from those surveillance cameras, all of them in black, smoking. Like, it definitely reminded me more so, even more so in this one, especially with the conspiracy theorist guy coming in talking about aliens, the Russians and the psychic Russian girl he's speculating about. Just gave me so many X-Files vibes, just again with the tone of the episode as well. And Will's still tied into this thing, like wrapped into it. And I'm still clinging to the fact that because he survived for so long being a being not native to that world, it's left an impression and an imprint on him. Like, he's basically a walking radio tower for the Upside Down right now in our world. Yeah, we got the gateway, and then we have him because he's just flickering in and out. He's getting these visions in and out, and they're starting to escalate. And just like the doctor said, like, it could be related to his PTSD, or his PTSD is amplifying this. And then he sees this storm coming, this feeling of this something, this imminent force that is on its way to kill everybody. And he made a point to say it doesn't want to kill him. Maybe that's because he's its anchor here. But it wants everybody else. I don't know. I don't recognize the creature. Obvious spaghetti monster came to mind. Tentacle creature, kind of octopus-like. It kind of gave me some like mind flayery vibes from D&D. So who knows? We did have a little bit of a D&D theme last season. I wonder if that'll carry through into this or not. I don't know. And we got introduced to Jason. That's what I'm going to call him for now, because I never really actually know how to say his first name. Dacre? Dacre? Montgomery? Him and his mullet and jeans in this, man. He looked like pure Webagenia over here. Yeah, man, that was quite the introduction. He's new to town, it seems like, brought in, I guess, his sister. And they got a strained relationship. Maybe he's taken on the parental role. They're stuck. He's the one taking care of her. And obviously, because of that dynamic, there's a lot of tension and push and pull between them. Speculation. I'm just getting that off of him dropping her off at school, and then him dropping her off at the arcade, and then just yelling at each other and her flipping him off as he drove away. But yeah, the rest of the gang seems to be pretty taken aback and infatuated in a way with this Mad Max. So Mike definitely seems like, what's the big deal? Obviously, because he's still thinking about 11. Like, he's not wanting 11's spot in the group to be taken over by this new girl in town, you know, because he's seems to be the only one still kind of carrying on that thought and that memory and trying to like really hold on to all of that. And of course we see him, you know, and I don't know if it's all because of the 11 thing or if it's a factor, but like they said, he's been lashing out, he's been acting out, he's been stealing from his sister, his grades are declining, he's graffitiing things. I wonder if that's just his way of like, if those are just subtle ways in which he's acting out of his pain that he's not sharing with anybody. And I don't think they're seeing all that. I don't know. Sean Astin showing up, that was a surprise. And especially with his introduction in the episode, going straight for Joyce like it was the ring to Mordor. Oh, but then him being like Vanilla McVanilla in here, a part of the Byers family. He does not know the extent of the situation he's got himself in. We'll see how he rides that throughout the rest of this season, assuming he's a recurring character. I have to imagine he's going to be. I like that we're building out Steve even more, showing some of his insecurities, you know, him trying to figure out his future, him being like a year ahead of Nancy, or at least I guess he's a year ahead of Nancy, so he's about to graduate, so he's trying to like pre-admit into college, but he's not confident in his chances, especially with the review she gave on his essay for that pre-admission. So he's just kind of like struggling with that as they're coming up and been putting off confronting Barb's parents. And that whole thing was emotional too, just because they don't know. I never really thought about that too, because they could never know what happened to Barb. So they think she's still out there. So they're selling their home to have some PI try to go find their daughter, who he's not going to find, at least on this plane of existence. I don't know that they ever recovered the bodies. I mean, we don't know that. They could have easily went in after they killed the Demogorgon to go in and maybe fish out some of the bodies and maybe properly lay them to rest or dissect and test them. Who knows? Or they just left them in there. But we see they're testing it more. They've got it contained with a better system. They got better equipment now. And they're like prodding it. Like they're testing it from the outside. We didn't see that guy go in. We don't know if they're actually going inside of it. But it looks like they're trying to figure out how can they purge this thing. I don't know if they're trying to close the gate or if they're just poking and prodding to see what hurts it, what they can use as weapons against these creatures. We saw it reacting in pain and writhing back from the fire, so that's one thing. Because that guy didn't have a safety harness either when he went in. Like the first guy we saw they sent into it who got ripped apart by the Demogorgon. And his the only thing that came back was his harness. The new doctor, like he seems like a good, well-being doctor. At least he's putting on a really good front to keep that relationship strong and keep what they're still doing here separate from what's going on in the town. At least they're trying to help Will, it seems, with what's going on and not using him. We'll see. You know, we didn't answer the phone, so we don't know if somebody's trying to reach out or something's trying to reach out. Something's running around, screwing up and decaying pumpkins and maybe killed Dustin's cat. I don't know if that's what was implied or he just mistook it for his cat. There's a lot of stuff in this episode to unpack, and then I just want to touch on it real quick before we go into send it off to you guys. Is like that final scene between that last scene we got with Jonathan and Will. You know, Will really just kind of like not being able to cope with the way everybody's been treating him like he's glass. He's fragile. Because he, again, like the doctor said, the more you pry, the more you try to make him talk, the more volatile he's going to get. I mean, you got to let them go on their own time. I mean, they got to come to you with it because you're just going to push it and cause these outbursts. And that's kind of what Jonathan brought up. But Jonathan wrapped it back around in a really great way by being like, well, who cares if you're a freak? Freaks are awesome. I'm a freak, and they Will grilled into him real hard. He's like, I have friends. It was really cute. I really like that, and it just like makes it, I don't know, man. I always kind of felt like I was in that little group. Like I would 100% been like friends with these kids or one of them for sure. An outsider in a little kind of way. I like it, man. I really relate to these kids. I relate to their struggles, their feelings, all of it. Not to mention all of the nostalgia throughout, but great start. Guys, what did you think of the episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in a Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that on my socials in the description box below. Follow me on all of those. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member on the channel, it gets you access to those as well. Speaking up before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny Sherritt, Ryan, Karen, Philly Vane, York, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Nate Prouty, and Melita. Thank you guys and everybody who's been supporting the Patreon, as well as everybody who's been tuning in to these reactions each week. But guys, I'll see you in episode 2 of season 2 of Stranger Things. Take care, everybody.